Patuloy ang pagharap natin sa mga hamon ng bayan. At dito sa agenda, kami ay timitindig para lamang sa katotohanan at sa kapakanan o interes ng ating bayan.
Corruption was monopolized. It was monopolized by the Marcos crony capitalists.
At higit sa lahat, tinatayuan namin ang katotohanan na mula sa utos ng Diyos.
God is with us sa battle na ito.
Pinusuri po natin ang programa at katapatan sa bayan ng mga opisyal.
You were elected by the people. You were the choice of the people in whatever position you have right now, and you're supposed to represent them and what is good for the country.
At gayon din, ang mga pamamaraan ng tapat at matapang na paglingkod ng mga lider ng iba't ibang sektor ng lipunan.
Diyan ang komisyon. Hindi naman po yan bago. Hindi rin po yan yung mga insidente na ngayon lamang sumusulpot.
Wala pong lugar dito ang fake news o disinformation na tunay na banta sa katotohanan ng ating karanasan bilang mga Pilipino.
We must all continue to stay strong, healthy, safe, and truly free.
Samahan niyo po kami sa patuloy naming pagsulong sa katotohanan ng pag-ibig at pangangalaga sa ating bayan at sa kinabukasan ng bawat Pilipino. Dito lamang sa agenda.
Ano ang gagawin kung hindi matuloy ang impeachment ni VP Sara Duterte? Sa gitna ng mga kontrobersya, intriga at banggaan sa loob ng gobyerno, isang tanong ang umuugo. Ano ang mangyayari kung hindi matuloy ang impeachment ni Vice President Sara Duterte? Nagugat ang mga panawagang ito sa umano'y maling paggamit ng confidential fund at sa patuloy na tensyon sa pagitan ng kampo ni Pangulong Ferdinand Marcos Jr. at ni VP Duterte. Ngunit sa kabila ng paratang, mukhang hindi kakayanin ng mga naghain ng reklamo ang bilang sa Kongreso kung hindi matutuloy ang impeachment. Ano ang magiging epekto nito? Sa politika, maaaring mas tumatag ang posisyon ni VP Sara o lalong lumala ang sigalot sa gobyerno. Sa legal na aspeto, may natutunan ba tayong aral? May puwang pa ba sa inaharap para sa pananagutan? At sa publiko, paano ito tatanggapin ng taong bayan? Isa bang tagumpay ng kapangyarihan o kabiguan ng hustisya? Sa panahong puno ng alingasngas at alinlangan, ang mas mahalaga, manatiling mapanuri, mulat at handang kumilos ang bawat Pilipino. Ito ang The Agenda. Patuloy nating tutukan ang mga isyung may epekto sa bayan.
And we're back. And good morning again. Magandang oras sa inyong lahat kung saan man kayo nakikinig at nanonood. Kasama ko po uli si Pas G for today's episode.
And thank you, Tony Fred FM. Every morning is a blessing. Sabi mo nga,
every gising is a blessing, and we are very blessed to have a resource person for today's episode. He's a good friend. He's more known as a lawyer, a legislator, and a public policy expert. Now, Pas G, he used to be part of Congress. He used to be part of the executive branch. And now he is back in Congress. But at the same time, he did a lot of public policy planning and advisory when he was outside of government. Now he is back as the representative of the Bicol Saro party list in the 20th Congress.
welcome po, Attorney Terry Redon. Kong, first of all, congratulations. Welcome back to the Congress again. How does it feel?
Well, it feels like Friday. So wala namang bago doon. Kumbaga, hindi mo tayo nagdidiwang na nakabalik ko tayo sa Kongreso dahil marami tayong mga kailangan gawin. So marami mga usapin na kailangan pong harapin ang atin pong mga kababayan.
And you seem like a man on a mission. Umpisa ka na, Kong.
Sige po.
The Senate and the Congress has yet decisively on the proposed impeachment kay VP Sara. So from a legal or legislative standpoint or perspective, what do you think are the primary barriers kung bakit nai-impede itong process ng impeachment?
Well, I don't think there is any impediment at this point. Malinaw po yung panawagan ni Senator Joel Villanueva nitong nagdaan. Magsisimula po ang impeachment, I think a week after the State of the Nation address. Ang sabi niya, it will take a little bit of time. I think 2nd of August po yung binabanggit niyang petsa ng pagsisimula po ng Senate impeachment trial. And well, very important ho yun kasi nga it is a constitutional mandate to the Senate to try and decide the case of the Vice President. So ang sabi naman po niya ay they'll elect the Senate President, determine the leadership, and determine the committees. No? So I guess Congress will be okay with it. We will wait until the 2nd of August for the reconvening of the Senate Impeachment Court and finally proceed with the trial of the Vice President.
Bakit po marami nagsasabi na baka daw hindi po matuloy? What gave them that idea?
Well, alam po ninyo, maraming mga posibilidad, no? Pero syempre, we will reach that point when we reach that date, no? So, ibig sabihin, may mga nagpapanawagan that they probably might make a motion to dismiss, no? Nababanggit na ho yun, it is being telegraphed to Congress and to the public, pero very important to be very clear that in the Senate impeachment rules, yung pong may right to make a motion ay hindi po yung mga senador at yung pong mga parties to the case. Yung nakalagay po ron. And more importantly, yung pong mga motion to dismiss, sagka po yan doon sa constitutional mandate to basically try and decide the impeachment case of the Vice President. And more importantly, yung pong Senate impeachment rules, ang nakalagay lang po doon na trabaho ng mga senador ay magpasya una kung i-acquit nila o i-convict po nila si Vice President Sara Duterte.
Given our Philippine experience of impeachment proceedings, yung kay Justice Sereno, Justice Corona, yung kay Ombudsman Merceditas Gutierrez, ito po ba, Kong Terry, tama-tama lang ba yung pacing na ito? Or medyo mabagal talaga?
Well, marami na ho nagsabi ng kabagalan, ang pagtingin ng Kongreso, ng Senado, kabilisan. So, ayoko nang, I don't want to dwell on whether or not forthwith is actually today, tomorrow, or in a year, or in 6 months. No? Parang tapos na ho yun dahil nagbibigay na ho ng petsa yung Senado. So, we don't want to further debate the question. Kasi ang inaantay na po natin, yung kanila pong commitment na by the 2nd of August, the 20th Congress Senate will reconvene the Senate Impeachment Court. So, bahala po sila kung ano yung gusto nila pag-usapan doon, but I'm quite certain that the reconvened House Prosecution Panel for the 20th Congress will be willing and will be able to prosecute the impeachment case of Vice President Sara Duterte.
Kong Terry, you mentioned earlier about this motion to dismiss. No? Has there been ever an impeachment case na nagkaroon ng motion to dismiss, whether it was filed by a party?
Historically.
Oo.
Wala, I don't think so. Kasi nga po, I think very clear to previous senators, to previous Senate leaderships, to a previous Senate impeachment courts na talagang malinaw po yung hatian ng trabaho no, sa usapin po ng impeachment. It is Congress that files the impeachment, that transmits the impeachment. It is the Senate's constitutional obligation to try and decide. Ibig sabihin, pag sinabing try and decide, may actual trial na pinag-usapan at may actual determination on whether or not convicted or acquitted ang isa pong nasasakdal na impeachable officer. So, there was never anything like that in previous cases as far back as yung pong Estrada impeachment trial.
Are there any impeachment efforts or attempts before that did not push through?
Well, may ilan, ano? So, halimbawa, kasi yung pong impeachment ni Ombudsman Merceditas Gutierrez, hindi ho nagtapos yun kasi nga nag-resign na po siya. So, meron din po ilang mga impeachment, for example, laban kay former President Gloria Arroyo, hindi ho naman tumakbo ito. Natapos lang po sa Kongreso ito. Yung kay CJ Hilary Davide, hindi rin po ito tumakbo pero may mga proceedings din po ng impeachment laban sa kanya.
So hypothetically, kung hindi matuloy itong kay VP Sara na impeachments, are there any alternative mechanisms that we can offer under the law that we can do?
Well, I don't want to speak on hypotheticals, no? Kasi what we are banking on would be the commitment of the Senate to convene the Senate Impeachment Court by the 2nd of August, no? So yan po yung inaantay natin. But irrespective of whatever it will be, so for example, kung yung motion to dismiss ay papayagan po ng Senate Impeachment Court, I'm quite certain that Congress will go to the Supreme Court to question that kasi nga
again, the constitutional mandate, the Senate impeachment rules state na ang kailangan nilang gawin dito ay magkaroon ng full-blown trial, try and decide the case, make a determination whether to acquit or whether to convict the Vice President.
Going back to those motions, kung wala pa naman nangyayaring motion to dismiss, Kong, no? Meron bang nangyari na motion to inhibit naman dahil given the pronouncements of certain senators na i-dismiss na lang ito, wag na natin tapusin ito, nagkaroon ng declaration of bias and partiality. Magkakaroon kaya ng ganon?
Well, syempre malaya po ang lahat ng mga partido, no? So depensa, prosecution, no, na humingi po ng ganito pong mga panawagan motions to inhibit particular senators na ang pagtingin nila biased already for or against, no, the Vice President. But to be very clear, yung po Senate impeachment rules, may nakalagay po doon na provision on political neutrality. So,
What does that mean?
Ibig sabihin, dapat talagang hindi ka magpakita ng kulay mo, ng bias mo dito sa usapin na ito dahil like what we had stated, in as much as it is a political proceeding, it is also a legal proceeding. So, kumbaga, no less than yung pong pagiging balanse yung kailangan po nating makita rito. So, ibig sabihin, ultimately, political neutrality is for the senator judges to determine. No? So, we will leave it at that at we'll see na lang by the 2nd of August on how it will actually play out.